And finally, we are back. Fandom United is live. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this Friday, November 5th. I don't have entrance music quite yet. I don't have a montage, but I do have a guest with me. First off, my name is Gio, and joining me is Mr. Keith Barnes. He is back. We are back. It's great to be back, Keith. How are you, sir?
There, I was muted for a second.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. I'm back. We're back. Yes, this is good. It's been months. Since we've. I don't remember the
been
last
a
thing we
while.
talked about, but yeah, it's been a long time. So glad to be back in the Fandom United verse.
Oh, yeah. If you guys can tell by the background, we're going to talk a little bit of Eternals. No spoilers. The movie just came out today. Okay. I know some of y'all got lives and, aren't able to catch movies as quickly as we can. So we are going to talk our reactions and no spoilers. Well, I got a feeling for a lot of the general audience who might be watching this on playback, they probably will have no idea what we are talking about. So, first, let's catch up a little bit, man. I went back to work since my last Fandom United live. It was a grind because I walked into an industry, and a lot of industries are experiencing this labor shortage. And so everybody was working twice as hard, twice as fast, and it was a grind, man. It was a grind. Now that was the third week of August. We're now the first week in November. It has gotten better recently, thankfully, and hence why I'm back on Fandom United live. And I couldn't be any happier that you are here with me now. Keith, you are in the what do we want to call it, the shipping business, the mail business, sort of.
Shipping, logistics, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's about to get very busy for you if it hasn't already been busy, huh?
Oh, it has been. It has been. It's felt like holidays all year. Well, since this whole thing, last year and a half plus. But yeah, no, this is right around about a little bit of normal for the next week and a half. Then it gets just crazy till about mid-January. So yeah, I'm gonna get slammed the next 2 months. So, but it's fall. It's that season. It's my favorite time of year. I like everything from. I love November, December. Usually, it's my favorite time of year. Because I love the holidays. I like the. I like the festive feeling we get this time of year. So I enjoy it. Works hard, but this is nice. It's fun to. It's a fun time of year.
There's gonna be a lot of overtime in your near future, huh?
Oh yeah. A lot of overtime, but people are good. A lot of people are happy to get their stuff. So it's people are generally pretty nice for the most part. But it's a good time. If people are really, if you bring people their stuff, they're really happy. So I enjoy it.
Nice, man. Well, movies are back. I
Yes.
mean, we had, I can't remember a year where October, like in past years, where we had an October more busier than this year. Like, because you had
Yeah.
Venom 2, you had The Last Duel, you had Dune, Army of Thieves, Last Night in Soho, and it was just insane. It was movies every week.
Yeah.
And like I said, I couldn't remember a busier time. And it's not slowing down. We are going to go through the holiday movie season via USA Today. So tune in, stay with us. Before we do that, though, I want to get your opinion on a couple news topics. Stuff I've already talked about on the channel. You can find it. I have a full show that I do every week called News Recap, where I recap the biggest news in movies and give my take. But I pulled a couple stories aside because I want to get your take, your opinion, your 2 cents on this stuff. The first
All right.
one is no surprise. Zack Snyder found his lead for his upcoming sci-fi epic Rebel Moon, and a lot of Snyder fans are wondering who is going to be this female lead, the lead role. And he got Sophia Boutella, who we haven't seen much in recent years. So when I saw this, I immediately thought, oh, Gal Gadot. You know why? Because while Sophia Boutella's career hasn't taken off, I mean, she's gotten some big work after her breakout role in Kingsman.
Yeah.
It hasn't gotten to where a film buff would think it would have gone, you know? And you could say maybe it was, you know, the roles, you know, she did that Mummy movie with Tom Cruise. Did that really hurt her? You know, we haven't seen much of her in recent years. But what's your reaction to this news? Zack Snyder giving the lead role to Sophia Boutella, Netflix all in on Zack Snyder. What do you think?
She's definitely, I mean, well, like you said, the breakout in Kingsman. Like she can act. Like she's a good actor. She's definitely got the action part. I know she used to be a dancer,
right?
Coming up. So, and obviously we've seen her do all kinds of cool action stuff, Kingsman especially. But she's done a lot of action stuff, so she can do that. But she's showing she can act a little bit. She's like a pretty decent actress. And so you say Gal. I wonder. Yeah, I would have thought the same thing. But I think this is I think she's just as good. At this point, you know, Gal's probably a little bit better in terms of performance wise. But
Gal Gadot has certainly gotten more star power.
She's definitely exactly, and that's right, exactly. She's way more known, but maybe it's a scheduling thing, or maybe there's something about Sophia Boutella. I mean, she's got something, right? She's really good. I think she was in that. She was. What's the?
So
Charlize
she
Theron?
did. She did. She started off with Kingsman, and then she went from there to.
She's in a Charlize Theron movie where she was a spy.
Yeah. Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde. Yeah. I still haven't seen.
Loved her in that movie. She was in Star Trek Beyond. She was.
Yes.
She played. She had the alien.
She's
makeup.
Great in that.
Yeah,
she's really good.
She was awesome in that movie. And look, say what you will about the Mummy with starring Tom Cruise. She was not the problem.
She was cool in it. Yeah, I liked her.
Didn't we catch that movie together?
We did, me and Jacob. Yes. Woof.
Yeah, I think I kept turning to you like during.
You did not like that movie.
You
did not have a good time.
God.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, the trailers for that had us all convinced. You know. Yeah.
She was menacing as the Mummy. Like she was.
Oh yeah.
She was good, but the movie was just terrible. She was in. I just remembered she was in that movie. It's like a hotel or something with I think Margot Robbie's in it. I think Margot Robbie, and it's a big cast with a whole bunch of. I want to say.
Let me take a look here.
It's just the top of my head. I'm blanking. I think she's.
Is it there's Climax? There's Hotel Artemis.
Hotel Artemis.
Oh, she was in that movie?
I think she's in that, right? I'm pretty sure she's in that.
Wow, why does Google say Birds of Prey Harley Quinn? I don't remember her in that movie at all.
Sophia Boutella? I don't think so.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It has it listed on her movies.
But she had a cameo that we missed somewhere.
Weird.
Yeah. This is a good. I mean, she's cool. I like her a lot. Obviously, she's very lovely, and she's got great physical presence. She can do pretty much anything. Like, you know, so she'll fit right in. Man, Zack Snyder, it's perfect. Come on, she'll fit right in.
Yeah, I love the way Zack Snyder treats female characters in his movies. Whether it's Lois Lane and her having lines like, "I'm not a lady, I'm a journalist," you know, like it's empowerment without being too on the nose. Or if you think about like Sucker Punch, you know, a movie that isn't it isn't really well beloved
Yeah.
even by, you know, Snyder fans. It's still like, you know, what he does as far as giving actresses, you know, like leading action roles and whatnot. It's just I put him up there with Tarantino as far as making females badass in his movies. In my opinion, I'm not saying he's as great as a filmmaker as Tarantino, of course not. And I bring up Gal Gadot because you look at Gal Gadot's career take off ever since Zach casted her in BVS. Like her career has just gone up. You know, what can this do for Sophia Boutella's career if it's as great as we hope it is, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
And she
Well,
proved that well, I mean, Gal proved she can lead a film.
yeah.
Uh,
So many
and
questions going in with Wonder Woman.
yeah, which she's really great in, and she's gotten better every time as an actress, like it's in everything she's been in. So I would expect the same from Sophia Boutella, who's already pretty good. But yeah, I would imagine. I'm not sure. Rebel Moon. It's going to be obviously. It's going to be. Is this a Netflix movie or is it going to be theater?
It's a Netflix movie. He's being given a huge budget,
Okay.
for this because Netflix has been looking for a Star Wars-esque type of franchise.
Right.
And you know, Zack Snyder, he said Rebel Moon is based off his pitch to George Lucas and Star Wars back in 2012 or 13 when
Oh,
he took a meeting at Lucasfilm.
I didn't
And
know
it's very much a love letter to Seven Samurai. And
that.
in
Okay.
fact, let me read this synopsis real quick right here for Rebel Moon. It says the film is set in a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy that finds itself threatened by the armies of the tyrannical regent Balisarius. They dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them take a stand against the tyrant. So, very
Hmm.
much in the vein of Star Wars.
Sounds like Seven
Um,
Samurai to me. Yeah.
yeah, totally. And Sophia Boutella will be the young woman with the mysterious past going to seek out warriors.
Hmm.
So it could be cool, man. It
Yeah.
could be cool. You know, like I said, there's a Star Wars is still figuring stuff out on the movie side as far as the big screen goes.
Right.
You got Dune, you got Avatar sequels, which I'm looking forward to. Maybe Rebel Moon helps fill in that void.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, did I hear a sequel to Army of the Dead
Yes.
called Planet of the Dead? Is he doing that as well, or
Yes.
cool? Okay.
He's doing so Netflix is keeping him plenty busy.
Oh yeah.
They're getting their
Interesting.
money's worth, you know. And
Cool.
yeah, it's great. Let me ask you about this. So are you looking forward to Christopher Nolan's World War II drama Oppenheimer at all? It was starring Cillian Murphy in the lead role
Yes.
as the did you
Robert
hear about the
Oppenheimer.
casting news?
I did.
Boom.
Yeah.
Downey and Damon, dude.
Let's go.
Woo! And from what I've read, Downey is going to play kind of the person trying to shut down uh, Cillian Murphy, who plays Oppenheimer, the
Mm.
scientist who largely responsible for creating the atom bomb.
Yep.
Man, dude, all of a sudden, this movie went from World War II drama, okay, but now you got Downey and Damon. What do you think?
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Exactly. It's gonna be cool to see Downey. I haven't seen him in a while.
Since
I can't.
Endgame.
Yeah, since Endgame, and I'm trying to think of. I don't know. Has he done anything besides that, Tony Stark, since in the last several years? I don't know. That's like not off the top of my head, not that I can think of.
Oh, I haven't seen him in anything major now.
Yeah. So Cool. Yes, and a Nolan film as well. Period film. You know, yeah. This is cool because it won't appeal to a lot of people. This probably won't be a big box office thing at all. Whatever it does, it'll be just because it's Nolan, but it's not going to probably be a huge movie. But it's an interesting story. I mean, Oppenheimer was one of the people he said helped part of the Manhattan Project, and once it was he was actually one of the people that when they were done or when they were doing it, probably while they were doing it, but certainly when they were done, was just like we telling the government, well, we should not create this. This is going to be terrible for the world. Like we should not do this. And then when it was done, so many of them really lived with the guilt and just like, what have we done? Like once the weapons were dropped on Japan, they were just like, oh my God, what have we done? This is terrible. So yeah, that's going to be a fascinating story to tell. And with Nolan, it's going to be incredible. I'm just wondering what weird thing is Nolan going to do with the telling of the story. Is going to be some weird structure or some kind of weird time thing that he's going to do to tell the story. It will be like Dunkirk, where he's telling it at 3 different, points or something. There's going to be something he's going to do unique with the story. I don't know. As long as we can hear the dialogue, they'll be fine. Unlike Tenet, I'll be fine. But yeah, I can't wait for this. This is cool. So Matt Damon too.
Matt Damon that's awesome. As well, man. Yeah. And Matt Damon's very selective with his roles.
Yes, he is.
He doesn't do anything. Like he'll once in a while do something fun, like a Thor Ragnarok cameo, which apparently he's coming back for
the next one. Yeah,
Love and Thunder.
Yeah. And
he's
a Nolan guy. He was obviously he was in Interstellar. Right? That was Interstellar, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Wow. Good call.
Yeah. So it'll be good to see them link back up.
Is there a possibility we see something different from Downey? Because he's kind of, it's hard to shake off the Tony Stark from somebody like Robert Downey Jr. You see him and you're like, oh, Tony Stark. But under Christopher Nolan's direction, could we get something different from Robert Downey Jr.?
Definitely. Because remember, he was a star before that, and which I know a lot of people that are younger may not, but I mean, he was Charlie Chaplin, right? Like, and that role in the movie Chaplin. I mean, he really became that guy. Like this is a top level world class actor. Like he can. Robert Downey's one of those people that can do anything. I mean, they molded the character of Tony Stark. It's become him. Right, even and every other form of media that whether it's comics or animated, like that character has become Robert Downey Jr. So he's kind of it's weird to talk about that because I remember when he was first cast and when I first saw that he was going to be Tony Stark, I remember thinking Robert Downey Jr. Like I was thinking the opposite. Like it's going to be hard to look at him and like, well, that's Robert Downey Jr. I can't really see him as
yeah.
And now it's like you see him and it's like, oh, well, now he's Tony Stark, So, but listen, he's an elite actor. Like he's one of the best in the world. Yes, 100%. Jake, what's up, Jake?
Jake!
I'm with you there, Jake. Same here, man. I can't wait. So yeah, I imagine. I wonder who he's playing. If he's playing an actual person, historical person, or he'll absolutely embody that character. Like I can't wait to see what his performance is going to be.
Yeah, and you talked about making money, dude. I don't know if you heard, Universal, they gave up a lot to get Christopher Nolan to do this movie.
Right.
Because he left Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, as a reminder, so Christopher Nolan's deal with Universal. No movie can be released 3 weeks before or 3 weeks after. It's given a July 23rd release date.
July, really?
Yeah, July. And I'm like, who's to say the movie doesn't go up against, I don't know, a Marvel movie,
right?
A DC movie, a Transformers movie because they're doing Rise of the Beast, and who knows what else. And it's like, is Universal like they're crossing their fingers, they're saying prayers in every different language, like, please pay off.
Yeah, maybe that. Well, they've got at least one, maybe two more Fast movies coming, Fast Furious movies. Yeah, totally, exactly. So I completely agree, Jake. Yeah, maybe this is one where, yeah, you know what, that is true. You're right, Jake. You're actually right about that. So obviously, all the Batmans were all summer release, and I think Dunkirk even came out in July. I think July of 17, or 17 or 18, one of those two. So I think it was 17.
Right.
So yeah, I guess that makes sense. I know Tenet was supposed to be a July release, and it got pushed, moved around a few times. So that's true. That's true. So,
well, let me ask you this: does Christopher Nolan's name still carry the weight it did pre-pandemic?
Yeah,
or
that's a great question.
We'll
find out.
Has it started? Did it start losing? It's I don't know. Like, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's credibility, because Christopher Nolan is a man with, he can make 3 bombs in a row and he'll still have credibility. But like, it's hard for me to say. I haven't seen Dunkirk. I haven't seen Tenet yet, so I'm kind of like slipping up. But like, if you've seen those movies, like,
here's the thing: the marketing's gonna say, from the director of the Dark Knight trilogy, and it's gonna say, and Inception. He's got that forever, so that's gonna attract people forever. Right. So
it won't say Tenet or Dunkirk.
It's not gonna say Tenet.
Again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
No, it's not going to say those, but every movie's going to say The Dark Knight and Inception. And as long as people know, or they remind people that he made those movies, they'll be like, all right, maybe we'll check it out.
Hey, Jake, you can hop in anytime you want, bud. But I appreciate you being here, man. I love it. I love it, man. I appreciate it, man. Did you get my Venmo? Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. I got one more thing I want to ask you about as far as news goes. Speaking of Gal Gadot, she's gonna play Evil Queen for Disney's live action Snow White.
Oh, wow!
Now, we know she can pull off the look of a queen, but can she do what I think about Charlize Theron and what she did in Snow White and the Huntsman? Like, maybe not to that level, because I don't think she's as good as Charlize Theron, but like, any hesitancy about this, or like, what'd you do, Disney, or whatnot? Or do you think Gal Gadot has finally gotten to that point where she's ready to prove herself with projects like Cleopatra coming up, and now Evil Queen? What do you think?
Oh, that's perfect. She's gonna be the mean evil queen, scary queen. You're gonna make her real scary. She's like we mentioned, she's got that. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, I'm with Rachel. Oh my gosh.
You remember those?
Yes. Yeah, well, I totally agree with Rachel here. Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that casting. I wonder how dark it's gonna go with her, because I remember when my niece watched this. She's your age now. But completely.
You enjoy that, man. What are you drinking, 100%. Jake? Jake, what are you drinking? But go ahead. You were saying about Evil Queen.
But that was scary for a lot of kids throughout the years, throughout the generations. I know my niece was terrified of the Queen in Snow White when she was little. So I wonder if, that's the route they're going to go. And Gal playing that character, I've seen her play a villain too, which is crazy. Like, we have not seen that from her. So she could pull that off. That's great. You haven't seen her in a Disney. She's getting into the Disney family too. That's cool.
Don't get any thoughts, Kevin Feige.
Nope. Hey, she's in the door already.
She is Wonder Woman. Although if Wonder Woman 3 ends up being bad, then we can talk. Okay.
Yeah. He's probably got an idea for her, I'm sure.
Did I say who's directing?
Oh no, who?
Mark Webb from the Amazing Spider-Man
Oh
movies.
really? Oh
Yeah.
wow, interesting. Okay. And also 500 Days of Summer, right? Did he do that?
500 Days of Summer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That movie's
Let's know
so messed up. Again, Jacob likes to challenge me to movies. See, that's what happens when you tell someone too much of your personal life. He likes to pick these movies, and it's just like,
yeah, yeah.
Halfway through the movie, I'm like, Jacob, I'm gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing with fucking Casablanca, dude. I'm like, I'm halfway through the movie, I'm like, I see why he chose this damn movie. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mark Webb, dude. Say what you will about the Amazing Spider-Man movies. When Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone are on screen, those, other than the Spider-Man swinging sequences, those were the best parts.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, their chemistry, and obviously, I mean, they were dating in real life, obviously. Well, that's obviously why, because the chemistry definitely worked on screen for sure. And I mean, and Emma Stone is, I mean, they're both incredible talents too, so it worked out. So hopefully, he can translate something like this. What's up? What's going on,
RD,
Artie?
welcome to Fandom United.
Yeah, cool.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So yeah, good call.
Hey, side note, do you think Emma Stone makes an appearance in No Way Home? Because we're gonna see Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, I don't know. Although I think there were talks. I just was reading recently. There was an idea of her being Spider-Woman. According to those emails, I guess there was talk about that. Those hacked Sony emails. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Man, that Sony hack thing that happened is still crazy, because
It's still right.
Without that, we wouldn't. I doubt Spider-Man. Well, no, wait a minute. We would get Spider-Man in the MCU, but would it be Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland? Because they were so close to including the Avengers Tower in the skyline for New York City.
Right.
And it's just
right.
It's
the fact that they had been discussing it obviously prior. There seemed to be some kind of discussion about it, so I think it would have eventually happened. But some people had to get Avi right out of the way, because he never would have allowed it. But did seem like it was heading sort of in that direction eventually. But yeah, that's a good question, whether or not it would be a new person or still Andrew Garfield. I don't know. But
Rachel, there are so many leaks online right now for No Way Home, and it's getting out of hand. Even for me, I'm just like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ! Like,
I haven't looked at anything. Even though I know the
photo,
photos of him fighting the Doc Ock.
It's a photo on a laptop taken from a smartphone.
Yeah.
And it's like blurry as hell, and it's at an angle, and I'm just like, why?
I'm not looking. I haven't looked at any of it. Yeah.
Jake asks, hey, you got to answer to this, man.
Okay, so
not Apocalypse. Hey, this is all. I'm just gonna take a drink of water. Okay, you go ahead. Explain.
I keep telling you, it's not my internet; it's my computer. Right. So it seems like, though, the fewer people that are on the stream, the better it runs for me. So, but then there's times also, sometimes, like the last episode, you watch our last episode of Bartley and Barnes, it was all choppy and messed up. So,
hey, he's calling you out, man. He's calling you out. Hey, RD has a point. It was kind of a point here. It's a little early, but No Way Home, like, we know Sony is trying to set up a Spider-Man universe. We just saw a trailer for Morbius. Venom 2, that post-credit scene, spoiler, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is referenced. I mean, literally on screen.
Yeah.
And it's just so many questions, as I mean,
Yeah, yeah, and then obviously all the Doctor Strange questions we're having now because of stuff from What If, and then of course Multiverse of Madness coming up next year as well. It's going to be a Spider-Man focused movie. I'm just guessing, I'm sure, but yeah, this seems like there's going to be a lot going on. I don't know.
I have no doubt that Spider-Man's rogues gallery and catalog of characters just in the Spider-Man universe, I think that's enough to have its own universe, honestly. The
Oh yeah,
question is, did Sony take enough notes from Marvel to actually do a universe correctly?
do the stuff right, and just some of the storytelling.
Yeah.
Again, same thing. I was looking at all the notes that Kevin Feige gave them for Amazing Spider-Man 2 that they just completely ignored to try to help tighten the story up and make some stuff
Right.
less confusing and get rid of stuff that we don't need and change a few different angles here and there and emotional things here and there. And they just were like, nah, it's fine.
Well, that was the
So
same thing. That was the same problem with Spider-Man 3. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 was that
yeah,
he did not want Venom in the
yeah,
movie. He
yeah.
wanted it to be Sandman. Thomas Hayden Church, who is going to be in No Way Home, by the way. He wanted it to be a more tighter story, and Sony said no. So, is third time a charm? Like it or not, it's happening. It's happening, and maybe it's a good thing. It's nice to get some variety. I do kind of miss the days where it was Sony and Spider-Man, it was Fox and X-Men, and it was Marvel
Yeah.
and DC EU wasn't really there, but you had like Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins in 2005, and then Dark Knight in 2008, and then The Dark Knight Rises 2012, and Man of Steel and Green Lantern, I guess, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, and apparently Kevin Feige, he does not want Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to be shown in the second trailer for No Way Home. He is totally against that, but Sony
I
thinks
kind of agree.
otherwise. What do you
Okay.
think? Go ahead.
You know what? So that brings me to what happened with Thor Ragnarok, right? Like, what a big. Obviously, the Hulk is a big part of that movie, but
Oh yeah,
that reveal of the Hulk would have been so much bigger if we didn't know about it. Like, and you got to sell. Okay, it's Thor and the Hulk, and I get it. Like, there's no way they could have done it, but like, I don't know. I think and maybe a big part of people seeing that movie, aside from it being very good, but they got to advertise that, hey, the Hulk's in it too. So I get it, but I just
it worked very
imagine.
well in the trailer though, with the
Oh, it did, yes.
God, what's the song? Damn it, what's the song?
The what do you call
Immigrant Song. Yeah.
Immigrant Song. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It worked very well,
I
and
did.
you reminded me of Batman v Superman when that fucking trailer showed Wonder Woman saving Batman. Can you imagine if that was
Right,
saved for the theater? I mean, like,
exactly.
people were that moment still carried weight in theaters, like, because that's when everybody's
Yeah.
eyes opened up and was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
the audience, the audience I was in, the crowd erupted when the woman
Yeah.
showed up. Yeah, like which was, and it was cool. It was a cool moment. So yeah, you're absolutely right. But it's
I'm getting all
if we didn't
excited
know
right
that was
now.
coming,
Shit, man. I'm just like, ugh.
like, it would have been huge. So it'd be like, I don't know. So yeah, I wonder. I'm kind of on the fence about that. Like, do you need to show people that?
It's God, man, I'm afraid it's Led Zeppelin, right?
Led Zeppelin. There you go. I was waiting for you to get there. Yes.
I was almost like, I thought of Jimi Hendrix, but I was like, no, don't say that,
Yes.
Actually, you know what, Artie, you're
the
not the
album
only
cover
one.
is the Hindenburg crashing. That's their
Hey,
album.
right here, Artie, he's not the only one. I've been seeing this on film Twitter.
I've been there even prior to the pandemic, was when everything slowed down. But I've definitely felt that, It's reasons why I really enjoyed. You mentioned all the movies that have come out this month. I know the fall and early winter of 2019 was incredible because we got like Knives Out came out, Ford v Ferrari, oh man, so many great movies. Just another. A lot of great movies came out this time of year, 2019. So I remember it being nice to get away from all the big world-ending, stories and all the noise and the sounds and explosions and just. Oh, interesting.
But one thing to consider, though, I mean, a lot of what we've gotten this year has been a result of the pandemic.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's come on now, admit it. It's been a lot in the last 7 months or 6 months. It's been a lot of superhero comic book, and yeah, we it's great. We love it, but it's like the studios, they can't afford to push everything even more to kind of stagger it out. They have to release it. Robert
Yeah.
Meyer Burnett talked about studios and having these loans because they're not exactly always made of money. They take out loans, people finance these movies, and you're expected to pay that back. But
Mm-hmm.
the more you delay it, the more interest grows, and it's like, you're not having any revenue brought in. 2020 was rough for everybody. So
Well, it's
yeah.
also TV because it's not just film. I mean, there's so much superhero stuff on television as well, way more than ever before. I mean, and then obviously all the MCU stuff carrying over into television as well. It is a lot. I guess I get that. I totally get that. So, got to balance it out, man. You got to figure out how to balance it out. How to some stuff you take in, some stuff you might like. There's some stuff you just got to skip. I haven't seen any of the. I've never watched Titans. I haven't watched. I didn't see Venom 2. There's a lot of TV stuff I just haven't watched yet. Even though I want to, but still I haven't watched the new Superman and Lois series. But I really want to watch
Why not?
it. I watched the first episode, which was really good. But I just haven't gotten back to it. There's just so much other stuff. I just haven't gotten to it. But I really want to watch it.
There is. We live in a time where if you're not glued to your TV or your phone, you're behind.
No, I know.
And
everybody's had so much good stuff to say about it. I definitely want to watch it.
By the way, the second season airs January. I think they said January 11th for Superman and Lois.
Okay.
So
there is a season.
You got between.
So it wasn't canceled.
Yeah. Say what?
It wasn't canceled?
No. Remember there was that little thing on DC Fandom about Superman and Lois, and it was like they were showing us a tour of the house, and I'm like, we've already seen the house. We know what the house looks like. We've seen the show, but yeah. So you have a little over 2 months to catch up Superman and Lois because it's great, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not. Never mind. Yeah, season. Thank you. Yep, there it is, right there.
January. Oh, okay, all right. I thought I heard it was canceled, so that's okay. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, that was quite a bit of time, just talking, but it was fun. It's nice, it's nice to go off script and just let the conversation naturally flow to wherever it goes. I'm a big fan of that. Let's now. Not everybody has seen Eternals. Okay, so let's tread softly. Right. No spoilers. None of that kind of stuff. But what did you think? What's your reaction to Eternals? It's been almost 24 hours since you've gotten out of the theater. Since we've gotten out of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Eternals? Is it more of what we've been hearing, or are you different?
I like it. I think it's fine. I think this is a tough era where we live in now in this space because you can't. Everything is either the best thing or it's the worst. Like there's no nuance or in between anymore.
It's funny how that works, right?
It's so weird. Jake, if you're still watching, you and him and Brian, the way they flipped out because I said we're talking about No Time to Die. I said it's pretty good. And they're like, what? What do you mean? Oh my god. Okay, well, everybody has their opinion. Oh my god. I'm like, I said it's pretty good. They're like flipping out as if I said it was terrible. No, I said it's pretty good. Is it the great movie of the year? No. I mean, it's pretty good. I feel the same way about this. It's probably middle in the middle section of all of MCU films. It'd be, if I was ranking, I'd probably have it somewhere in the middle. Which, again, we're talking about a bunch of movies that are all at least okay at worst. I mean, I don't like Guardians Volume 2 at all. And Iron Man 3 is not good, but there's good stuff in them.
Right.
Eternals is not anywhere near that. But it's probably like a mid-level MCU movie for me personally. But all performances are really good. Got great action. It's a little long, a little bit longer than I would like personally.
Well, right now, as of now, it's the longest MCU movie at 2 hours and 37 minutes. Side note, Spider-Man No Way Home,
Well, no,
according to
Avengers Endgame is 3 hours and 4 minutes.
No, I meant the solo.
Oh, of okay.
Yeah,
okay, got it.
like
non-Avengers.
2 hours and 37 minutes.
Gotcha.
However, No Way Home is going to be 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Oof. Wow.
Well,
Okay.
no, I'm a fan. Hey, if the rumor is about Toby and Andrew having 40 minutes of screen time, dude, you could be. Hell yeah. Like,
yeah, I know. I don't know.
Now,
no, okay.
If it was Far From Home, it's 2 hours and 39 minutes. Then I'm
sure.
like,
Yeah. Okay.
But okay.
You know what? That's a good comparison. Far From Home. I kind of feel like, even I really enjoy Far From Home. The second half of it more than the rest. But like all the finale of Far From Home is really good. The rest of it is it's okay. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Eternals. Like, good finale. There's some character. We're not doing spoilers, obviously. So there's some character choices you and I talked about that are kind of like, don't love that, but it's pretty good. I definitely tell people go see it. I wouldn't.
Well, you can say which character, but like
okay. Well, the Superman character or Icarus, which you know what I found interesting? They actually make Superman references in this movie, which I don't think we've ever gotten that. Like
they make DC. There was I think there was 2 Superman references and 1 Batman reference
and a Batman reference. Yeah, which was interesting.
Okay, so
we've never had that in any of these movies.
Yeah, that's the first. 30 years from now, when they eventually cross over, we'll say, no, it started back on Eternals.
Right. That was very interesting. I really found that interesting. I saw you were reacting to both of those each time in the theater. But I mean, the character, he is Superman basically. But his name's Icarus, played by what's his name again? The actor,
Richard Madden.
Richard Madden, yes, sorry, yes. He's pretty good, but he just does. He makes a change, then he makes another change, and it's just kind of
Oh, we're gonna talk about that RD films. We're gonna talk about that, yeah.
Sure. So, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's a pretty good movie. Definitely worth seeing. I can see why it is pretty heavy, so I can see why it would go over a lot of, I won't say over people's heads, but it's a lot to be taken in. There's a lot of characters, a lot of names, a lot of history about the universe and stuff that
it's a lot. I mean, you honestly could have did Eternals Part 1 and Eternals Part 2. And have it 1 year apart each, For myself, I love some of the technical stuff that this movie does. Like Chloe Zhao has an eye for capturing, putting characters around gorgeous sunsets, or when the movie has certain settings like South Dakota, and you see all that landscape, and it's beautiful. And I'm just like, wow. And then there are certain shots, like when the Eternal has is creating water and creating life and all that. I'm just like, that's beautiful. And some of the imagery of wars and whatnot, how the movie touches on both the good and bad, a little more so the bad of humanity. You know, like there's a moment in the trailers where Brian Tyree character is, you know, on his knees crying, and he's crying because he feels responsible for what happens. And for context, he's visiting Hiroshima where the atom bomb, well, not funny, we just talked about the atom bomb. And I just thought those emotional moments really hit. I felt it. And so for me, those were some of the best parts. But like you and like many others out there, I thought the Eternals it tried to cover too much story wise, and
Yeah.
as a result, some of the pacing suffered. Um, you know, it. I'm a fan of non-linear storytelling. That's what they did in Man of Steel, where as present day story moves forward,
Yeah.
also in the past it kind of moves forward as well. I'm not completely up to date with history, you know, and like all that. I don't know my history too well, but I presume that they were going in chronological order of history of events. And I had no problem with that. I thought they could have spent more time with certain characters, certain arcs. You talked about Richard Madden and where his character goes. I thought where he ended up was a little abrupt for
Yeah.
me. Marvel, while in recent years, recent films, their villains have been a lot better, stronger, not so paper thin. It kind of went back to phase one, phase two territory with the villain in this movie. Um, and one thing that did stick out as far as a flaw, and which is why I said, I mean, like Eternals Part One and Eternals Part Two, it wouldn't be such a bad idea. It's the amount of exposition that this movie gives. It's a little overwhelming at times. You know, I think I leaned over to you and I was like, can they rewind that please for
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I'm very much a normie when it comes to Eternals. I fall more in line with general audiences, and I am curious to see because I think they will watch it. They will watch Eternals because it has, if anything, the Marvel brand and the cast. Game of Thrones actors, Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
They're gonna watch this. But I'm curious to see how they will think of it.
Yeah.
So is there anything specific you want to get into as far as like anything that you really want to talk about? I want to save the spoilers and the deep thought-provoking conversations for our Tuesday Apocalypse Now show, but is there anything that you want to get off your chest right now or talk about and maybe get some clarity between now and Tuesday?
Well, you mentioned you're absolutely right about all the shots. Cinematography is spectacular in this
It's
movie.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's ugh, man, yeah.
Did Emmanuel Lubitsky like shoot the cinematography? The guy who did Revenant and
Oh,
Gravity
yeah,
and
yeah, sure.
what was the other one? Was it
Hmm.
Birdman? I think it was Birdman.
Oh, they did Birdman as well. Okay.
Chibo, yeah,
Uh, wow. I know he did Birdman. Well, there you go. Explains
I
that.
think he
But
did.
uh, yeah, the villain thing. Like, see, I was thinking about this last night after we later on after we had already left. I mean, is there like the villain? Is I don't think there's really that defined a villain. uh, like there is. We have a character that does make a turn and does, but I don't. If for the sake of the story, he's the villain.
He's the antagonist,
He's the
but
antagonist.
he he's somebody who also it's not so black and white.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I guess you could say, and they're in the trailer. So I mean, I guess the villains are the monsters, the deviants. I guess. Um, I don't know, but I think that was part of it for me. And then also too, even though the world was obviously literally in danger, like was being threatened, but I think because so many of the locations, it's just like for a lot of it, it's just like the movie opens in London, but then that's it. There's no population. There's no one, there's obviously there's some flashbacks where they go back to Babylon, or they go back to where else? I don't know.
They went to like an empire. I
there was
forget what the
another,
name.
yeah. But whatever. But other than that, like it's a lot of the present day stuff was really just them in a desert or in a forest and like I said, in South Dakota where there's no one around. It didn't feel to me like that much of a world threatening thing to where, because I guess because we're been so used to for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, just constantly buildings falling and being destroyed or, and this is in all of them, not
like Man of Steel, Metropolis.
Well, not just everything. Like, these buildings are falling. Or, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's a good or a bad, but I didn't feel like it didn't feel as, because they're talking about the world was going to be destroyed and it was gonna. And there's a thing that happens to Earth at the end of the movie, which again, I don't want to spoil, that seems to be permanent, but it just didn't feel like, and they're talking about it on the news, but it didn't feel like that much of a world threatening thing. Like less so than obviously Thanos, who's going to destroy everything. And it's just, I don't know. I didn't feel the same stakes, even though they are the same stakes or worse, be honest, as what Thanos is trying to do. I don't know. That's again, I don't know if that was a good or a bad. I don't know. This is something that kind of stuck out to me watching it. It just didn't feel like I didn't feel the urgency.
You know what? Jake brings up a good point here. And this is why we talk about movies. This is why we do these shows. This is why we conversate about this kind of stuff. It's to get different perspectives, point of views, and who knows, maybe it alters your opinion or whatnot. He says the villain was themselves, their drive as Eternals to humans, what they stand for. It's a film that makes you look inward at yourself, but also outward at the world around you. That's a good point. That is a good point. And
Sure.
Jake, I don't hate this movie. Okay. I don't hate this movie at all. I'm actually more of positive than I am
100%.
negative. I do
Absolutely.
intend on watching it again.
Same.
It's but you know what? This right here is exactly what a lot of people would like. Just the whole film spear is with this movie. It's got critics divided, it's got fans divided, and all that. It's a very decisive, what's the word I'm looking for? Divided movie,
Divisive.
like divisive movie. Thank you. And I don't hate the movie. Okay,
Jake's one of those. He's one of those guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Movie.
He's one of those ones.
And
it's either
I'm going to say this on Tuesday, but I'll say it again here now. Who gives an F about Rotten Tomatoes? I've said it before.
I know, right?
I will say it for Marvel as well. People on film Twitter, Marvel fans, they're losing their shit and all this and that, and they're writing all this crap to defend. I'm like, there is so much content in the world. Not everybody's going to be interested in the same stuff. Not everybody's going to like the same stuff and whatnot. And it's just like Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's just, I hate what I feel like it doesn't. I mean, you think HBO Max does a bad job of trying to, let people aware of what they are? Try Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. They literally just post a score right there and studios take advantage of it and they cater to it and whatnot. It's just
absolutely.
Oh, God.
That's frustrating. Yeah. Well, a lot of it, I mean, you mentioned Marvel fans, but it's anti-Marvel fans too, who are people. It's like with people that root against, the top team and whatever. You root against the New England Patriots for all these years. You just want a team. You want to see a reason to kick this team. They want a Marvel movie to say, see, this one sucks. This one's the one that blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay. So that's why you're getting a lot of that. from either non comic book movie fans or non Marvel fans specifically, who want to call this a flop, because they've been doing it. They did it with Shang-Chi as well, which is awesome. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but
they did it with the Suicide Squad. They were just like, this movie was a flop and whatnot.
Flop,
yeah,
because it didn't make however much at the box office. And I'm like, knock it off. Like,
well, it did have a low opening weekend, but I mean there are several factors to that. The fact that it's R-rated, day and date release on HBO Max,
that was the biggest one.
You know, Delta variant was really starting to pick up during that time, but no. See, no.
Exactly.
Give it back to Zack Snyder. Even I'm like,
knock it off. It's I know. It's so, well, this one, like you're talking about Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't know. We're gonna have to do a show to explain. Well, okay. See, here's the thing. RD Films. I hear you. I slightly disagree in that the problem with Rotten Tomatoes is you can get someone like me who says, oh, I think it's fine, you know, and I think it's okay. That counts as a positive review. And so all you need is 6 out of 10 people to say that. And that's your positive, or whatever they call it.
I think,
but essentially, if it's
fresh or rotten,
60% right, yeah. That number, like, see, that's the problem with putting a number on these things, which I don't like, you know, because
I think Rotten Tomatoes needs more context.
It needs to be refined, yeah.
As far as its, you know, metrics go, because you could be like, oh, this movie has a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, but like more than half of that 94% gave it a 5.5, which is barely passing. And so, like, if they could break down, like, okay, like the characters are just terrible, but what makes my review fresh is that I value cinematography, I value hair and makeup and this and that. That's why my review is fresh. And it's just like, you don't get that. You get, it's either this or it's that. We talked about, you talked about, like, you know, nuance. Like with fans, it's either this or that, you know, that's what it is with Rotten Tomatoes. It's either this or that. And you get 1 or 2 sentences. How many people actually go and click on the damn reviews and read the, you know, MLA formatted, you know, 5 paragraph, 7 paragraph, you know, like stuff like that? They don't.
They don't. And that's reviews, like, used to be that.
Might, but the general audiences, they don't. They see the score. For them, Rotten Tomatoes is what determines what movie they go and watch. You know, maybe if the IP is big enough and the brand is big enough, they'll watch that regardless of the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yes.
But, you know, we're getting into, like,
yeah, we are. I don't want to.
Yeah. Oh man. But
so, yeah, well, and that's and a film like this, which is unfortunate because, again, it is good. It's made by a great director, a woman who just won an Oscar 9 months ago or whatever it was. Yeah, I don't know. This movie's getting more. It's getting kicked a lot more than it should. There's I've seen some criticism that is valid or that but it's for the most part it's just people are, I don't know, social media era, like you said, it's being ridiculous, and so it's definitely 100. Look, it's totally worth seeing. I think it's really good. I definitely want to watch it again. You know, it's not like I came out of it.
Like I just like I need to watch Dune first, and like in theaters before I see Eternals for a second time. Like, but yeah, I'm with you. Even though my review wasn't perfect or this and that, I absolutely want to see it again.
Yeah,
and who knows? You know, there's always that, you know, second viewing. Now that you know what you're getting into and this and that, you're able to look at things a little more differently. And, you know, there's something to say about a movie that has rewatchability, a movie that, you know, gets better upon repeat viewings.
Yeah.
You think the movie Fight Club got, you know, stellar reviews when it first came out?
It did not. I remember that.
It didn't. You think Never mind. I was gonna go somewhere, but okay. Well, tune in on Tuesday. I don't have a graphic because someone won't send me one. For Tuesday's Apocalypse Now, we will continue this discussion. You can actually find the link in my what's that called? About section or something where you click on the information or something on YouTube.
Yes.
You click on the link and you'll find Apocalypse movies.
Yeah.
And that's where we will continue our Eternals discussion. And we will go into the holiday movie preview. And this was from USA Today. I will share this screen right here. We're not going to spend too much time because it's a very lengthy article, but USA Today previewed the biggest holiday movies, including Macbeth and Spider-Man No Way Home. It is a lengthy article. So, Keith, if you're ready, if anything really stands out to you and you want to talk about it more, we can do that. And of course, they show off Spider-Man Way Home, and that, well, it's new, but this article's been out for like a couple of days now. And that's gonna be a wild movie we'll talk about. This movie, Seven Prisoners, November 4th in theaters. I bet you Artie Films has seen like half of these movies already, man. That's, if you guys follow him on Twitter, this guy watches a lot of movies like a boss. And yeah, so Seven Prisoners releasing November 4th. And let's see, we got Christmas versus the Walters, November 5th in theaters and November 26th in VOD. Notice that from theatrical to VOD window right there. That's, man, that's something. But it looks like a fun Christmas movie right there, Mother of Two and whatnot. Scott Eastwood has a movie coming out on November 5th called Dangerous, action thriller. Looks like he's the next con and a reformed sociopath who breaks parole and has the FBI on his tail when he goes rogue to uncover. Say what?
Has he been a lead in anything? I don't.
Scott Eastwood? I haven't seen him since The Fate of the Furious.
Yeah.
So
interesting. Okay.
Good for him. I mean, hey, Marvel, there's your Wolverine right there. This one looks pretty interesting. This is an Amazon Prime movie, The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne. Benedict Cumberbatch. The historical drama follows eccentric British artist Louis Wayne Cumberbatch from the late 1800s through the 1930s as he becomes renowned for his playful, psychedelic pictures of cats. That's an interesting role for Cumberbatch.
All right.
He's like, anything that doesn't involve me putting on a cape and doing the wave like this. Oh, Finch, Apple TV.
Yes, this looks awesome. Yeah.
Tom Hanks, living underground after a solar event turns Earth into a wasteland. A robotics engineer, Hanks creates a mechanical guardian played by Caleb Landry Jones to care for his beloved dog when he no longer can. I haven't seen any trailers for this, but
it looks awesome. It's out today. Yeah. So, yeah, I think this looks really good. Yeah.
I don't have Apple Plus. I should get Apple Plus.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff on there. So I might watch this.
Have you seen the trailers for this?
Yes. Yeah. I actually just saw it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. But yeah, I think it looks really good. Really, really good. So it's one of those where it's Tom Hanks. It's I know he's got the robot there, but like it's essentially just him. So got another castaway situation. Except he actually has a thing to talk to that can talk back. So
nice.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
And then this one right here, I'd have read in the thriller Josh Hartnett. Yeah, plays a man whose crime boss mom persuades him to pull off one last heist, but has to choose between family and freedom when the FBI is in hot pursuit.
Interesting.
What
Josh Hartnett making a appearance here.
He was in that show. Black Mirror, right? Was he in that?
Oh, was he? Oh,
Do
okay.
I have it right? Yeah, Black Mirror. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know that. Good for
Uh,
him. It's cool to see. It was a super.
I'm not sure, Rachel. It is a lot of holiday movies, so
Rachel, we're gonna do all 125 films here. We're gonna talk about
no,
each
we're
one.
not. This one,
We're
Love
gonna.
Hard. It's a Netflix movie. Nina Dobrev, romantic comedy. LA woman catfished on a dating app.
What? Jimmy O Yang. He's very funny. He's a funny guy. I like him.
Oh, there you go. A man named Scott on Prime
Oh,
Video.
I'm in on this. I love Kid Cudi. So okay.
Oh, okay. Well, the documentary explored. Oh, wow.
Cool.
This is a documentary on the career of Kid Cudi.
Yeah, that's
His
great.
influence on fans of pop culture and his songs dealing with the I actually need to watch this.
Yeah, 100%. Same here. It's out today also.
How did I not hear about this? Man.
Yeah, same here.
I'm so glad he's back, though. I mean, like, there was
Me
a
too.
time when he was like, I think he actually retired, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He did.
But he came back, and man.
I know he went away. I know he went to deal with rehab. But his first, I love Man on the Moon, his album Man on the Moon.
Yes.
I think is his second, but it is all about his drug use and all that stuff. You could definitely tell. But yeah, I can't wait for that. So.
And of course, next week there is Red Notice, which is actually out today in theaters. And
okay.
This is what, real quick, this is what I think movies that are made for streaming should do. Yeah, movies like Red Notice, Rebel Moon, Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. You have that Leo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence movie that we'll talk about coming up, and HBO Max, like Batgirl, whatnot. Give these movies a limited theatrical run a week before, so that way it gets whatever money it can make in theaters before it goes to streaming. But
yeah,
any interest in Red Notice?
Oh, very much. Very, very. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is awesome. Listen, I'm assuming it's a heist movie. I guess, right? These three. Look, first of all, Ryan Reynolds and The Rock. I mean, Star Drew. Hey. Very good. No, Star Drew. I have not watched The Punisher Laundry.
You know what? I'm gonna, after we're done with this, and if we have enough time, and we're gonna watch Dirty Laundry. I don't care if I get copyrighted for that. We're gonna watch Dirty Laundry. Okay.
Yes. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds and The Rock, and I mean, obviously throwing in Gal Gadot. This is awesome. So yeah, I can't wait to see this.
It's
glad it's on Netflix.
This is exactly why you have Netflix. I'll say it again. Yes. This is why you pay for streaming services. It's for these type of movies. And you know what? As consumers, as film buffs, film fans, critics, bloggers, whatever, it's only going to get better because these streaming services are competing with each other, trying to one-up each other, which means we're going to get more of this, more movies like this, more star power, and hopefully the movies are entertaining. At least you don't have to leave your home. You can watch it at your own pace, and should be fun. Violet. Olivia Munn with Luke Bracey stars as Hollywood executives whose professional and personal lives have been undermined by an internal voice. What? Okay.
Interesting. All
right. Belfast. Kenneth Branagh's semi-autobiographical film focuses on a young boy and his mom and their families caught up in the late 60s conflict between Catholics. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's
Clifford.
Oh yeah.
Any interest?
Keaton Thompson. Yeah, my youngest daughter, Emma, loves Clifford. So it looks kind of cute. I know Star Drew. I was just
Star Drew's like, I'm done asking. Okay, I've tweeted you so many times. I've DM'd you. I've showed up on every time you're Apocalypse, Fandom United, Bartley and Barnes. I'm done.
He's giving up on me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've let Star Drew down. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Rachel's like, you gotta breathe.
But yeah. No, my daughter loves.
Will be cute. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely a kids family movie.
Absolutely.
Passing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Netflix, based
Wow.
on Nella Larson novel. 2 black women who can pass as white and choose to live opposite sides of the color line in New York City. Oh.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. No.
Nope.
Oh God. Yeah, exactly.
Bruce. Now this Home Sweet
Oh, this is
Home
the Home Alone?
Alone.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Boy,
Home
people
Alone
are
reboot, the kid from Jojo Rabbit.
yeah.
This could be
People
fun.
do not like oh boy, yeah. It could be. I mean, maybe. People are not happy about it though. Okay, it's fine. Ooh, Julia Child. I love Julia Child. I might check this out.
You know, I saw a movie. It was called Julia and Julia. Is this the same thing? Pretty much.
That's same. I mean, yeah, it looks like it's a documentary.
Right. The
Julia
one I
Child.
saw had
Julia
Amy
Child was a
Adams.
spy in World War II, World War One of those.
Wait,
I don't know.
who?
No, Julia Child.
She
was a spy. Yes, former spy turned. She just taught herself how to cook and became one of the great, famous TV chefs of all time.
Multiverse. Well, here you go.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Robert Naylor and Sandra star in the sci-fi thriller as colleagues in experimental quantum physics who find themselves face to face with their doppelgangers, but not in a friendly. So,
Okay. Interesting.
is this like that movie Project Almanac? Remember that movie where they go and to like another
Oh, is that what that's about? I don't know. I do remember it. I never saw
timeline
it.
or something? Spawn.
All right. Well,
There you go, Jacob.
yeah. Yeah, there you go. Is this a part of the Power Rangers verse? Night Raiders.
Tick tick boom. Lin-Manuel Miranda makes his directing debut, adapting Jonathan Larson's autobiographical musical starring Andrew Garfield with Alexandra Shipp, Storm.
Wow. Storm,
as
yes.
an aspiring theater composer hoping for his big break.
Okay.
Hope we see an Oscar nomination from Andrew Garfield.
Interesting. All right. Lin-Manuel Miranda too. So, all right. See how that goes. She played.
RD is in on Home Sweet Home Alone. It's on Disney Plus, so
Right.
Again, at home with family. I mean, if it sucks, so what? You're not canceling Disney Plus.
Exactly.
Thank you.
No, yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's about what's her name? Amy Adams, I think, played a woman who was writing a book about her.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, I thought. Why did I think Lin-Manuel Miranda directed Hamilton, the Disney Plus, like the video that they did? Hamilton, no, is that?
I think he wrote it, or he either wrote it, or he did the music, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
you got a coming of age movie.
Yeah.
Now this one right here, Bruised. Netflix.
Whoa.
November. Netflix has some movies coming out in November. In her directorial debut, Halle Berry left with Valentina Shevchenko. I'm terrible with names. If you follow my channel, you know I'm terrible with names. Also stars as a disgraced MMA fighter who finds redemption in the cage and courage out of it when the son she gave up as an infant re-enters her life. Wow.
I had no idea. And it's her directorial debut. That's awesome.
Man.
All right, I'm in.
And that's her to the left, Halle Berry right there. Right, she's like,
wow.
She's like in her 50s, but she is badass. Like
I think she just turned 50, I think.
This is wow. I got to keep my eye on this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got a documentary here and Power of the Dog. Jesse Plemons, Kirsten Dunst.
Okay. Interesting. Another Western. Okay.
And now this movie.
There we go.
Black Friday. The horror comedy features Michael J. White as one of several disgruntled toy store employees who come to work on Thanksgiving night and have to battle a horde of holiday shoppers transformed by an alien parasite. So basically, Michael J. White kicking ass,
Yes.
a real life martial artist.
At a toy store fighting.
I have to watch this.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have eggnog, and don't you? Isn't there like alcohol? You can put an eggnog in something, or just
absolutely.
and have fun. Michael J. White.
That's funny.
Hey, RD Films knows what's up, man. Blood and Bone, Michael J. White. Yep. And Black Dynamite too. Hell yeah! But this looks fun. Again,
sounds funny.
Boiling Point. Oh, so food movie restaurant on the busiest night of the year. Head chef Stephen Graham with Vinette Robinson juggles personal and professional crises, including a surprise visit from health and safety inspector.
Huh. All right.
Side note on the Michael J. White movie, I did have to go to work at Target the night of Thanksgiving. I was not happy about that, but
woof.
What can you do? I've been there before. Yeah. All you retail shoppers, I have been there. I have worked Black Fridays. Trust me, it's a madhouse. One moment you're saying you're giving thanks and you're eating food. The next moment you are at the store shoving people and elbowing,
fighting someone for a for a TV.
Yeah. The Feast looks like a horror film. IFC Midnight. Oh, Ghostbusters Afterlife needs no introduction. Keith, you in?
Yes, absolutely.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I like the nice blend of the new people. Obviously, it's clearly connected directly to the original two films. So yeah. I'm super looking forward to this. I love Ghostbusters. I'm one of the people that I love Ghostbusters too. I know a lot of people don't love it, but I do. I love both those. So I'm a big Ghostbusters.
I'm kind of hoping somebody from the 2015 Ghostbusters movie or 2016 makes a cameo or something.
Sure,
I think that would be cool. Honestly.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, it should be a lot of fun. It should be nostalgic and just a good adventure. So, India's Sweets and Spices. Now, this one right here, King Richard. This one for me is must see.
I did not know it was HBO Max.
Yeah, I'm hearing Will Smith, serious Oscar contender this year for King Richard.
Totally.
But my goodness, what a story.
Absolutely.
The trailers have me sold. And even the promotional tour with Venus and Serena Williams and Will Smith, it's just we talk about like legends, man. Legends. You definitely gotta take your kids to see this one, man.
I sure will. And just
or even HBO Max.
Either one, yeah, either or. But I mean, like I said, I didn't know it was HBO Max at all, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, what a story! Like I said, it's an incredible story. And this man made literally two of the greatest tennis players, men or women, of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Serena being one of the greatest athletes, period, of all time. I mean, you look at what she's done. And has still done. I mean, at her age too, it's insane.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you, Rachel. And RD, I am so jealous, but I am also proud of you because I know you've earned that press screening.
Well done. Yes,
man, amazing. I'll be looking forward to your reaction. If you haven't gone yet, I'm not sure if the press screening already happened or not. Yeah. Hey, question, Keith.
I can't wait.
Did I freeze on screen or no?
Yes, you are frozen.
Damn it.
Okay.
Am I back?
Here we go. We're gonna try to get the Geo's video back going here. Here we go. Oh, hold on.
I'm waving.
Working on that thing. Here we go. Here, maybe.
Do you see me?
It's got black. Well, I can't see you. I don't know. Do you guys see Geo?
Guys, bear with me. Hold on for.
All right, I'm gonna carry this for a second. Well, listen. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to this Richard Williams story. Because like I said, he's made two of the best tennis players ever. Taught himself the game just so he could teach his girls. Growing up in Compton, coming out of Compton, California, too. It's just a tremendous story. It's a tremendous story. I'm so glad that they got Will Smith on board. I'm assuming his production company is involved as well. But I super can't wait for that. Like this, it's probably my number 2 for the rest of the year. My number 1's later, but this is probably right there. So I don't know, Gio.
I'm here. It's just something's wrong with my video. It's the internet. Yeah. I have Wave broadband, which I've never heard of, and
Wave.
Yeah, I don't know. I've bought a new router, $500. I have iMac desktop that I spent $1,700 on, and Cat 5 equipment and whatnot. And it's just like my roommates swear it's fast internet. I'm like, no, it's not. But anyways, we're gonna keep going.
Yes.
Studio Charlie Chaplin, a documentary, unheard audio recordings, dramatic reconstructions, and personal archival material. Interesting. Charlie Chaplin's a legend. And
absolutely.
It's a Showtime documentary. Okay. Ethan Hawke.
Look at that. Ethan Hawke.
Political thriller as both a soldier called to stop a terrorist bombing in Rome, as well as his jailed brother who has knowledge that could potentially thwart the attack. Okay.
All right. Yeah, Ethan Hawke. All right. Good to see him.
A Boy Called Christmas. Netflix movie. Huh?
Yeah. Kristen Wiig in this one.
Right.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Encanto. Any
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, which features songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yep.
I've heard
coming up again.
I've heard from Film Twitter that it's actually a nice movie.
Okay, good. Interesting. All right.
And I'm still frozen.
It's going to be good music. We know that for sure. So it looks amazing. Yeah, this. Yeah, I think I see a trailer. I saw a trailer for this. I saw a trailer for this summer. I think it was when I took the kids to see Space Jam. I think it's when they showed a trailer for this. So, okay.
House of Gucci.
Oh man, this, wow,
damn, yeah. Ridley Scott, based on true events. Patricia Reggiani, and explores her involvement in the murder of her Italian businessman husband, the head of the Gucci fashion house. Man, talk about a cast.
Yes.
You got Jared Leto, Lady Gaga, Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Al Pacino, right?
Yep, Al Pacino. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this looks...
This is going to be... Yeah, serious Oscar contender, right?
Ridley Scott.
What
do you think here? What do you think? Ridley Scott taking this on.
It could be one of two Ridley Scott. Now,
exactly.
I hear The Last Duel. I haven't seen it, but I heard The Last Duel is good, really good.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've heard too. Yeah.
All
right.
Have you heard anything, RD, about House of Gucci?
I know. I was listening to Christian Harloff the other day. He was talking about it, and I know he's super looking forward to it. I haven't heard any actual reaction from the film yet, though. So
this one looks interesting. National Champions. The football drama stars Stephen James, far left, with J.K. Simmons and David Coninger as a star college quarterback who ignites a player strike for student athlete compensation 3 days before the national championship game.
Wow.
So a sports drama.
Interesting.
It's been a
Okay.
while since we gotten, one of those.
Yeah. That's an interesting story.
J.K. Simmons. I'm looking forward to this one. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check this one out. Any investment in Resident Evil?
No. I love the games, but no. Good for Robbie Amell, though.
Yeah, animated movies here.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock, The Unforgivable, an ex-con released from prison after serving a sentence for a violent crime who, to find redemption, seeks an estranged younger sister she was forced to leave behind. Another Netflix movie.
Netflix,
Sandra Bullock and Netflix. Bird Box.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Castle for Christmas.
Brooke Shields. Wow.
Travels to Scotland hoping to buy a castle of her own. The prickly owner is reluctant to sell, but sparks fly anyway. Huh.
Okay. Cool. My mom will like that.
I saw
Paul
the
Thomas
trailer
Anderson?
to. Huh?
Said Paul Thomas Anderson movie coming up here.
Yeah, I saw the trailer to this one in
Did ya?
theaters.
What do you
Licorice
think?
Pizza. Weird, not for me,
Okay.
but it's Paul Thomas Anderson. Then again,
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Twas the night before Christmas. Sorry, I guess the smoke alarm's going off or something.
Uh-oh. Who's burning something?
It's not me. Oh. All right, I'm going to mute my mic while they figure it out.
Okay.
We're going to keep going.
Yes. Single all the way. So we're getting all these holiday movies. Like my mom will watch all these movies, all these holiday romantic comedies and stuff. Like my mom's going to watch all these. Castle Falls, interesting. Okay. Billie Jean King, John McEnroe story. That's interesting. That's good. Another Bruce Willis movie. No, thank you. We're good. Science fiction thriller with Riz Ahmed called Encounter. Huh. On Amazon Prime.
Interesting.
A Marine trying to keep his two young sons safe. An alien. That's interesting. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. No. That might be interesting. I'll check that out.
When a mysterious alien threat arises.
Yeah. I thought Tomorrow War was pretty good. So if this is anything,
I really like this Tomorrow War.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie, man. It was pretty fun. So mixtape. Okay. Silent
Night. Oh, it's a British horror film.
A Christmas horror film. Those are always interesting.
Oh, Netflix animated movie. There you go for the kids.
Yeah.
Now this one, Don't Look
There
Up.
we go. Yes.
Two astronomers, Jennifer Lawrence far left, and we know who they are, hit the road with an evangelical shoplifter, skater punk, Timothy. Wow, I didn't know he was in this movie. It's everywhere. Yeah. To warn the world about an incoming comet and Adam McKay's comedy.
Yes. Listen.
Look at Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So it is gonna be in theaters also. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So 2 weeks before it'll be in theaters. Jennifer Lawrence, where has she been?
I know, right? Yeah, this is the one here. This is gonna be great. Adam McKay as well. I loved the Dick Cheney movie. Was it Vice? I thought that was really good. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to this one. The Last Duel was okay. Cool. Yeah, I gotta. I completely agree, Rachel. That's hilarious. Timothy Chalamet, and he could definitely play that role. underwater documentary James Cameron's not doing.
West Side Story. Steven
Here we go.
Spielberg.
Yeah.
Ansel Elgort and Rachel Zegler, who's gonna play Snow White. Star
is she?
as
Okay.
young lovers Tony and Maria caught in the middle of tensions between rival gangs in director Steven Spielberg's new movie version of the Broadway musical. Very curious about this one.
Absolutely. The Spielberg. I'm trying to get the Spielberg take on this story. That's interesting. So yeah, man, I like West Side Story. I don't know. We'll see.
Fortress.
Chad Michael Murray and Jesse Metcalfe. Is it 2004? Wow. There's some old names. Oh, I love Olivia Colman. So, okay. And Dakota Johnson. That's cool.
As a woman on a seaside vacation whose obsession with a young mother, Dakota Johnson, forces her to face choices she made in early motherhood and their consequences. Huh.
Okay. Also on Netflix.
Mother Android, a Hulu movie. What? A young couple, Augie Smith, Chloe Grace Moretz, expecting their first child, get embroiled in an unexpected war with artificial intelligence and an android uprising in a sci-fi thriller. This is weird.
Wow. Yeah. All right. You've got my attention.
Holiday fun. Hulu.
Yeah.
Nightmare Alley. Bradley Cooper stars as an ambitious carny with an penchant for manipulating Marks, who teams with an equally dangerous psychiatrist, and director Guillermo del
Toro.
Psychological thriller. So Guillermo, psychological thriller, Bradley Cooper.
Man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I had no idea about this.
Why am I first hearing about this?
I
RD,
know.
tell us more.
Wow. All right. I'm in. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Well,
okay.
We're not. I mean, we're scrolling through, man.
He scrolled through a few of them. We're almost to the end of the year. There we go.
I mean,
what do we need to say here?
What more can be said about this other than Rhino is the sixth Sinister Six member, and will we see Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield in the next trailer? I've heard they will at least hint at the two, but if they don't show them in this trailer, I won't be too upset. I'll be disappointed, but this movie kind of sells itself.
Right. Oh, and yes, and if they're in it, I mean, they're going to be in the movie, so yeah, it's going to be a bigger. It's one of those things where you got to keep that. Everyone they can't. Hey, there we go.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yes,
I'm back. I'm back.
They kept a giant Ant-Man secret in Captain America Civil War. Now this is way bigger than just giant Ant-Man, but giant man. I don't know. We'll see. But it's one of those things where I'm kind of leaning towards keeping it secret. I think it'd be better for them to keep it secret. Kind of, because we're going to Spider-Man. We're going to see it anyway.
Now, I do hope show Jamie Foxx, Electro.
Yeah.
Show William Dafoe.
Right.
Show Thomas Hayden Church.
And Doc Ock, which we already.
Well, they got Doc Ock.
Yeah, we got that. I mean, that's that's enough.
Who's the fifth? Lizard. Rufus.
That's right.
Rhys Ifans.
Yeah.
From Amazing Spider-Man, and I'm hearing it's Paul Giamatti's Rhino, and Marvel is gonna make him look cool.
All right.
So, if they show the Sinister Six but do not show Toby and Andrew, I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'm okay, but knowing Sony, they're probably gonna blow their load.
Sony will, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, it's not Marvel we're worried about, it's Sony. Okay, don't believe words, believe patterns. That's your life lesson of the weekend. All right. Swan Song. Oh, Mahershala
I love
Ali,
both of them.
Naomi Harris.
Oh,
Loving
look at that.
husband and father diagnosed with a terminal illness who is presented with an alternative solution by his doctor to shield his family from grief.
Okay, I'm in.
Man,
I
do I
love
want
both
to
of
be
them.
feeling some type of way during the holiday season? Man.
Listen, they are both two Oscar, I think both nominated for Moonlight. They were both
Well, Mahershala won.
and he won, yeah. Did she
He
win
won
too?
2 years in a row. He won for Green
Yeah,
Book.
that's right, he did. Yeah. So
Now this movie, I'm over the Kingsman
it's
franchise for
same.
myself,
Same.
but
Yeah. If it's good, maybe I'll check it out. When it's not going to be an opening day thing for me. Like, if it's good, if I hear it's good, I might check it out. But
now this movie.
All right, here we go. This is okay. So this is after Spider-Man. So
go ahead.
This is all I care about in the world right now. This is the Matrix Resurrections.
Love the trailer. Love the trailer.
Yeah, same. Well, I don't know what to say. Have no idea what to expect. No idea what's going to happen.
How the hell do the two of them come back to life?
I think Trinity is, or maybe both of them, but I think Trinity is a program.
Yeah.
And Neo, the machines took his body. So they got him.
So did he die?
To where he did not die. I don't know, but I don't think he did because the machine it just rebooted the Matrix and they took his body away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, okay, I hear you on that, RD. But yeah, the machines took his body away, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I don't want to get into right now. It's going to take too long, but going on. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I can't wait to see this so much. No,
I'm
Rachel,
with you. Hey,
I hear you.
Look, just the fact that we're getting the opportunity to see one more Matrix movie on the big screen. Okay, who would have thought? Honestly, like it just.
Yeah, completely agree. I never would have imagined we'd get another one of these. So, especially this soon. Like it was rumored, and then they announced it, and then boom, here it is. So,
right.
I'm happy.
Sing 2. I didn't watch the first, but
same either.
I hear people are excited about this one. Yeah. Now this one, football fan.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah, Kurt Warner, Zachary Levi.
This is incredible.
Suits up, yeah, for the Rams and becomes a phenomenon in the sports biopic, which follows Warner's inspirational true story from grocery store stock boy to Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm in on this.
I'm absolutely in. Absolutely in. People don't know he actually was briefly on the Green Bay Packers practice squad, but basically, yeah, he's playing I think Arena League football for a while before he finally made it on the Rams, and then their quarterback Trent Green went down earlier that season, and this is literally in my opinion, this is the best NFL team of all time. The 99 St. Louis Rams. I mean, certainly the best offense of all time. The greatest show on turf. So,
hey, don't say that, RD Films. I am looking forward to the Mario movie.
Me too.
Next year,
yeah,
with Chris Pratt. Yeah, but it's not the best. I mean, compared to Pixar, yeah, it's bad.
Or even DreamWorks, yeah, as well. Yeah, I mean,
I
don't know.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. I was so rooting for the Titans that Super Bowl, man. But
oh, really?
Yeah, I was Steve McNair, Eddie George.
Yeah. My dad's from St. Louis.
A Journal for Jordan, starring Michael B. Jordan as a soldier
poster for this
deployed to Iraq, who keeps a journal of love and advice for his infant son, while back at home, his fiance reflects on her unlikely life-altering relationship with him.
Okay, I don't like this because I feel like this is going to have a very sad ending, and I'm already upset. This seems like an incredible story, but I don't like the way where this is going. This sounds like a very, very heartbreaking ending for this movie.
Tell you, man, holiday season. Tis season, full of joy, but we're gonna, we're gonna make you hug your family even tighter this holiday season. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Now this one, the
Oh my gosh.
tragedy of
Oh my gosh.
Macbeth.
Yes.
Denzel takes his turn playing Shakespeare's infamous Scottish lord, who's persuaded by his power-hungry wife and 3 witches to usurp the king, and director Joe Cohen's solo directing. Oh, the Cohen bro. Oh, it's
just one.
not.
Only one of them.
And it's Denzel. Man.
Let's go. I'm in.
I'm in.
There's a million Macbeth movies. Let's go. I'm in on this one. This is great. Yeah, absolutely, Yardy. Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel. Yeah. Absolutely. You gotta
you know what? We'll talk about that. Maybe we should. Yeah, we'll see what we can. Maybe we can help you with that.
We got a horse racing drama, Jockey.
All right, I like Clifton Collins Jr. He's good. Interesting.
Cyrano.
Oh, Cyrano.
Cyrano.
Yeah, Cyrano the Bird. Oh, okay, cool. Another version of this. All right.
Peter Dinklage.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, musical? Yeah. I don't know about that, but
and
I do like that story.
We made it, Rachel.
Yes.
That was nice, man. A lot of movies to look forward to this holiday season. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have time for a quick reaction? Do you want to watch Dirty Laundry?
Sure, let's do it.
If you guys want to stick around, I'm gonna throw on Dirty Laundry right now. And like I said, I don't care if I get copyrighted. We're gonna watch this, Keith. And Star Drew, you're gonna watch it with us.
Star Drew, you're gonna watch with us. You get live reaction.
Okay. So for those who don't know what Dirty Laundry is, it's basically a one shot of The Punisher starring Thomas Jane, movie with John Travolta.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a short film that they did. It features Ron Perlman. It's about 10 minutes, so let's check it out real quick, and then we'll wrap up. And wow, it's 4 a.m.
Oh,
that is awesome.
RD,
thank you so Rachel. Much. I appreciate it.
Rachel?
We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And you have a good night, Rachel. Don't go, Rachel.
Yes.
Thanks. And let's do this. Can you hear it?
Yes.
There's the laundry. Can you hear the Dark Knight music?
Yeah.
Viewer discretion advised.
Where you run?
I already took care of you.
Come on now. You don't run from me.
No, I already done.
You don't run from me.
Damn.
Feel me? all fucking money. Come on, bitch.
Come on, Punisher. You know, for a short film, these no-name actors are
Yeah.
convincing. They are convincing.
Yeah.
Look who's here! Get him, guys, get him! You're all alone this time. You back to alone? What are you doing here?
Just a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, all right.
Where's your big brother now?
The fuck is this? You crossing my street? You gotta pay the toll. See, there's two ways to get off this street. You walk for me, or the other way.
I ain't gonna run drugs for you.
There you go, little man.
I love this kid. I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
Give us your
He's just he has the urge to do something.
Yeah.
What the fuck you doing here?
Laundry.
You like breathing?
Usually.
Get the fuck out of here, old man.
Old man.
You got a special on bourbon.
We're on Promid.
I meant vodka.
6 months sober.
Fucking animals. Makes you want to do something, don't it? A couple of years back, that was me standing right where you are now, looking out that door. And the difference was a little girl back then.
Damn.
What'd you do?
I walked out there. 3 tours in the sandbox, not so much as a scratch. I come home to this shit.
Always a war on somewhere.
Why fucking bother? That's my motto. The Almighty struck those savages down today. There'll just be 5 more to replace them by tomorrow. Nothing makes a difference.
Criminals are like
The whole
weeds,
world is
Alfred.
burning down, my friend. At least I got me a front row seat for it. $1.50 for the Yoo-hoo.
Bottle of Jack.
Mm.
Get him on the wall! Say yes or I'll cut your fucking throat, kid. Come on, kid, say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. You got a choice. Out of my way or this way. Come on now, kid. You say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. We got a motherfucking problem up in
Damn.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck hell!
You know the difference between justice and punishment.
What? What? Help! 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 Ah! Fuck you!
Is the wind gonna blow it? Nope.
So,
Damn.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's what Frank Castle would do,
Hey, mister,
but okay, that at first I thought, and then until I saw, okay, he set it down.
You
for her
dropped
to do.
this.
He's
Okay.
an old Frank Castle.
That makes more sense.
Keep it. Let's get a hole in it anyway.
And that's dirty laundry.
All right. What was this is obviously set after the movie, but when did this come out? When was this?
I want to say 2010.
Oh, so it was well after the
Yeah.
movie. This is around the time of Punisher Warzone.
But Warzone
that
was
came out.
2008. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is after that too. No, even after
Mhm.
that. So okay, all right, interesting.
Toronto.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh.
The Dark Knight soundtrack is a temporary.
Yeah.
Right. You recognize that right away, and it sticks out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But yeah, Thomas Jane was a good Punisher, man. I liked him.
He was not bad.
No?
Not bad.
No.
No. Like, he was fine.
You're more of
I
a
think
Ray Stevenson guy, though.
Ray Stevenson and John Bernthal, I think, are both.
John
I think Ray
Bernthal,
Stevenson's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's the best, but Bernthal's really good too, though. But no, yeah, Tom Shane was pretty good. He wasn't definitely not bad at all. So yeah, that was interesting. That was very, yeah, I don't know. That was pretty well shot. I liked it looked really good. Looked very cinematic. It's a cool short.
A little small appearance from Ron Perlman.
Right.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Keith has officially seen Dirty Laundry. He did it, Star Drew. He did it. Give us a like.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's going to do it for Fandom United Live. It's great to be back. Keith, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rachel, you're gone, but in case you watch this on the playback, appreciate it. RD
Absolutely.
Films, you're a real one. I'm
absolutely
so happy for you. All the press screenings and stuff, and all the accomplishments. It's all earned. You did
Get
great.
some rest.
Man. Yeah. Star Drew, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I hope you're happy. That's your own drop right there. Appreciate you. And yeah, Keith, if you're available Friday next week, let me know. And won't be as long of a show. This one, we just first time back, and whatnot, just catching up. You guys can find us on Apocalypse Now on Tuesday. We're going to talk Eternals. We're going to talk Rotten Tomatoes. I hopefully will have seen the movie a second time.
Same
as well. Yeah. Keith, and appreciate everything, guys. That's going to do it. I don't have an outro, so I'm just going to end the stream, and we will see you guys on Tuesday. Take care.
Good night.